Virginia Republican Congressman Ben Cline is on that committee, and guess what? He joins me now with, well, what he's hearing and how that may impact spending talks. Let's begin there, Congressman. What are you hearing?
Well, we're hearing that American people don't want more of the same when it comes to trillion-dollar deficits every year. They want Congress to change from the Pelosi budgets of the past. That's why we're struggling to add immigration legislation to this continuing resolution. We want to add legislation that gets the wokeness out of the Defense Department. Both of these bills have passed the House with majorities, and so we're just asking for us to vote again on these same policies that the American people want as part of any continuing resolution.
You know, we have a list, Congressman, of the Freedom Caucus demands on the screen right now. And, OK, I see them, but there's a complete non-starter in the Senate. So, you know, I mean, I guess putting these out is fine, but it's not going to go anywhere, is it?
It's only a non-starter until we send it over to the Senate, and then it starts because the Senate has to respond to whatever the House passes. We've passed legislation that the Senate said was a non-starter before, and they've caved and passed it. When we passed a D.C. crime bill earlier this year, Biden said he would never sign it, and he caved and signed it. So you never know until you get the bills to their desks. And we think these bills that we want to add to a CR have a majority of the American people supporting them. They have a majority of the U.S. House supporting them. So we should go ahead and pass them and confirm those positions as part of any CR.
Very good. Am I right in saying that the Freedom Caucus rarely supports short-term funding bills, which it looks like is going to be needed to keep going here? The new fiscal year begins October 1st. Is that your position? You really don't want to use any stopgap measure?
Nobody wants a shutdown. We want all of these appropriations bills to pass, and we've been trying to convince our leadership that we should start from the most conservative point when we pass these appropriations bills. So that's one of the reasons for the delay, is that we can't agree to start from the most conservative position when you're negotiating with the most liberal Senate and administration really in history. So we want to get these bills done. We want to avoid any shutdown, and we hope our leadership and the Senate and the administration will agree.
Well, everyone else would agree with that. But while we have you, Congressman, wanting to get your thoughts on Mitch McConnell, concerns about his health. Have you seen him? Have you spoken to him? I mean, what's your take on that?
No, I haven't. And our prayers are with him and with his family because, health scares are scary, and we all go through them in our families, and we all wish the best health for everyone. The Senate needs to be able to operate and respond. They've given us no indication that McConnell can't and isn't up to the job. But we need to be able to keep the government functioning, and we need to have House-passed bills that are conservative bills that reflect a conservative agenda for the people.
Very good. Congressman Cline, we'll leave it there. Thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate it, as always.